And I go up to the guy, I go, hey man, girl got hurt. What are we doing here, you know? Come on, the girl got hurt. And he was really thoughtful. He punched me in the head. I didn't punch back though.
You just cried standing up?
I didn't cry. I went, ow!
Gee willikers, mister!
Listen, pal, you better not do that again because I'm not going to do anything. But you know what I did? You know what I did? Called 911. Almost.
Alpha. Betty sits alone in the arms of Taylor Williamson. She wonders where the next treat's coming, if the bowl's gonna get full of her favorite food. You got a yes and the bit, Taylor Williamson. You can't let me carry the show. If I carry the show, it's gonna be biggity. I'm gonna say things that you don't really like.
You guys, this is what happens. When, am I supposed to just keep singing?
Yeah, she's supposed to keep singing.
Well, she's got no pants on, but it's okay, cause her dad's first name is Tay.
Yeah. Her vagina hangs out of a tittle tiny dog. While she's looking at me while she's in grass. It's good, dude. That's good. That
Joey,
tremor in our voice.
Joey, do you see like I struggle and then I lean into the fear and then I play along.
Yeah.
And then you take it to the level that I can't take it to.
Fearless. That's what happens when you're fearless. I live life without a safety net. And you know what that means? Sometimes you squash, but sometimes you catch the arms of the guy swinging to grab you, and you guys fly together like trapeze angels. What am I doing?
Sometimes you squash?
Sometimes you squash. You splat.
You squash?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Almost Alpha.
Almost Alpha.
This is hosted by Betty.
Yep.
Who was just
like many other podcast hosts, she was deep inside her own butthole today.
That's
right before the podcast.
She doesn't do that.
She doesn't?
I'm really proud of that.
Really?
It's one of her greatest traits is she does not lick her butt.
Wow. I shared an ice cream cone with Betty in Washington. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you were like, "Wow, that means you guys are really close."
I didn't. I mean, I thought it was weird for you.
Yeah. No, dude.
So just be licking an ice cream cone and then sharing with my dog. But
yeah. I share them with sometimes, and this is not a joke. I'll take a bite of ice cream or a cereal or something milky, and my cat will smell it in my mouth, and so I open my mouth and let my cat eat it out of my mouth. I do that all the time. I love you, Patty, if you're listening. Papa's gonna feed you some Neapolitan shake tonight.
And sometimes you have a friend that you don't know all the things about them, but then you're like, you know what? I like all the things I know about them. And then you find out all the things about them, and then you're like, whoa, I gotta get pickier with my friends. Yeah. Ask more questions before I let them become my friends and sign up to do a podcast with them.
I also, it's like something somebody was talking to me about, like how it's a white people thing to like be so close to your animals. You are a white man. You talk about how Betty is like from your loins. Yes. But you won't kiss your own daughter?
I gave birth to her.
Yeah, but you're not going to make out with your own daughter? Dude, everyone's doing it.
Can I tell you what happened? So, when I got her, I wouldn't let her lick my face. Because like first day you do what you got to do. First day she's a rescue animal, you know, you give her what she needs.
Yeah,
you know?
She was from a hoarding situation in a Honda Civic, right?
Well, next time we'll show pictures. I have pictures and video. I don't know if it was a Honda Civic, respectfully, but it
was like a clown car of Chihuahuas.
There's 20 dogs, different ethnicities, respectfully.
That's nice.
And
she's inclusive.
She's very from a diverse background, and but first day like I let her lick my face, but then I was like, I don't want to be that guy that lets my dog lick my face because they'll lick their butts. I don't need that, you know?
Yeah.
Then I found out she doesn't lick her butt.
How do you know she doesn't lick her butt?
I watch her all day. How do I
guess,
look?
yeah. She also, I watch her a lot of days. She doesn't do much more than this.
Be perfect?
Yeah, just a little arm candy.
But can I tell you what happened though? She doesn't lick my face, but she licks other people's faces because I think I trained her not to lick my face, and it really makes me feel less than.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is.
She feels like your face is off limits.
Watch.
Like all other women.
Joey.
Okay. Just a silly goof.
See, look, she doesn't lick my face. You want to try this?
Yes, I want to try it.
This will stress me out if it works.
Come here, my darling.
This will be the worst thing that's ever happened to me if she does it.
This is like so many other podcasts. Watch.
Joey.
What?
That was way too much.
You asked me if I would lick her face.
I didn't tell you to lick her face, Joey.
I'll lick whoever's face you asked me to, man. This is Hollywood.
Joey, give me back my child.
One more for the
Joey,
book.
do not lick her again.
No.
That's some Carlos behavior.
Yeah.
That is what Carlos would do.
Yeah, kiss your dog.
With the tongue?
People are weird, man. You know there's more bacteria in a dog's mouth than on like the bowl of a toilet?
You're making my point.
No, I'm saying that I am going to go home and lick my toilet and it won't be as bad as what I just did.
You're proving all my points.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're talking nonsense.
But do you notice psychologically how she did not lick my face, but she licked your face?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It means she respects me more.
I have someone close to me who says that she sees me as her assistant.
Yeah, I see that.
Like she is like, yes, you will carry me everywhere and you will pick up my poop at the park and you will feed me. But you're less than me.
You know, in Men in Black, that little alien that like lives in Vincent D'Onofrio's body?
Careful. That's
what she is, except she just hasn't figured out a way in yet. She's like, you carry her around, you make sure she gets fed, she goes everywhere with you. She has the gait of a grown man as opposed to a teeny tiny little chihuahua.
But I do the same thing for you, though.
That's true.
I'm like, hey,
you do
Joey,
carry me around.
We got to get to the airport by 7 a.m., buddy.
I'm really eepy, Taylor. I'm too tired to walk. I say with my tongue's in my own butthole.
I carry you. Sometimes I'm like, Joey, you seem a little anxious. Do you want to get some food in your tummy, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah. Then you're like, Joey, go to sleep. Go
You traveled without me recently, though. I don't like that.
I did. Oh, yes. I am a well-traveled man now.
You went to a different country? Is it a different country?
It is. I went to Guatemala.
Hola.
Or as the locals call it, Guatemala.
Is that true?
It is true.
Oh.
Yeah. It's honestly, I had a great time. I went to Costa Rica about this time last year. So this is my second time in Central America in 2 years.
Wow. Mucho gusto.
I get why murderers go on the run there. I totally get it.
They go because it's so beautiful, not because
so
it's a different
beautiful.
country with different police officers.
Yeah. Honestly, the first 5 minutes of being there, I was in the car with my new friend Kevin. Shout out Kevin, and we got pulled over doing an illegal U-turn. And I was like, illegal? We got pulled over for doing an illegal U-turn? That guy is stabbing that guy right now. I'm watching him stab a gentleman at a bus stop, and then they're like, no, it's an unprotected light.
Was there a local in the car with you?
Uh-huh.
So you felt safe?
Oh, he's from El Salvador, but
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It's close enough. Central American.
So was he comfy being pulled over?
Yeah, more comfy than I mean. I honestly, it was like, I took a red eye. I got there like 5:30 in the morning. So it was like, if I die by cop, at least it's a cool story.
Right?
Yeah. I'd rather get shot by a cop in Guatemala than America.
Is that true?
Yeah. Because at least in Guatemala, I would apologize. He shoots me. I'm like, I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry.
Would you say it in English or Spanish?
I don't even know how to say that in Spanish. You don't feel.
Siento. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I got that part. It's Japanese.
Nothing makes me feel stupider than being in another country that I don't speak the language of. Like, I have this sense of superiority with everybody where I feel better than. You've noticed that? Yeah. And it helps me give you this confidence. But when I'm in another country, I feel stupid. It's so frustrating.
There's Jim Gaffigan has some joke I'm gonna ruin, but I think about it all the time and it cracks me up. He's like, I went to China. All these children speak Chinese. They're geniuses. But I think about that when I travel. I'm like, wow, this kid's speaking perfect Spanish.
I thought the same thing about Guatemala, but instead of how they spoke, it was how they drove motorcycles.
Yeah.
These little kids are really good at driving motorcycles.
It's interesting when you meet like children who are like more confident than you or like more alpha than you. Like, you ever been in New York City and you see like an 8-year-old kid on the subway with a backpack? Like, I'm lost. I lived there for 2 years. I'm completely lost. See this 8-year-old alpha kid just like, I'm going to school with my backpack. Yeah. I'm going to be on time.
Flipping $50.
Yeah.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, you lost? Are you lost?
He's calling me kid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, sir.
Go up to 52nd, take Lincoln down to 87th, then take the M train up and you're there.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm not even born yet. I'm a fetus.
I'm a zygote.
Oh.
Hey, watch out. I'm being birthed here. I was in Guatemala. I fucking love Guatemala. Everything about Guatemala I loved. The people are amazing. Yeah. The towns are the only thing that's frustrating are the doors are about 5 feet too short. But, it makes me feel like a giant.
There's a lot of Poqueño.
Mi poquito.
Poqueño?
Mi poquito hermanos there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. But it's great, because of, I don't know, closer to the equator, so they don't grow as tall. I don't know how that works. I think so. Oh. It was, I went to Guatemala. I have many a story from Guatemala, but I think the thing that I feel really excited about is I got to do the thing that you're supposed to do. Like, when you go to another country, like you go to Germany, you try the bratwurst. You go to Ethiopia, you try the Ethiopian food. I went to Guatemala and I tried the salmonella, and it was amazing. Oh my God, Taylor. You gotta go. You gotta go to Guatemala. Salmonella. I got salmonella from trusting shrimp. Here's the problem with what happened with me in this salmonella. I was eating street food because I wanted to Anthony Bourdain it. I was like, I'm Anthony Bourdaining it. Worst case scenario, I kill myself. So I'm walking down the street. I'm trying to get every street food I can. And the only thing I chickened out at the last second, I chickened out at getting ceviche, which is like raw shrimp and fish, because I watched her reach her hand into a bag, pull it out, go, rub it on her pants, and then scoop it with her bare hands. And I was like, I'm gonna actually, no por favor, no por favor.
No por favor. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's a mixed signals, pal. No, please, no.
But I do think it's really funny to like.
No por favor.
I went to Guatemala and I got the delicacy. I got salmonella. And I recommend it. You wake up at 4 a.m, leaking liquid from both ends. You can't call for help because there is not a person that speaks English within a 7,000-mile radius.
Diarrhea coming out of your mouth?
I have diarrhea coming out of my mouth and bile coming out of my butt. It screwed me all up.
Okay.
That's why they call it salmonella, because salmon swim upstream. Diarrhea swims upstream.
Really?
That's why it's a fun fact. Write that down. Clip that. But I will say, it was a great day. Having salmonella, I woke up at 4 a.m. It was miserable for the most part. For every 10 minutes, I was back and forth from the bathroom. I was in a room that was about 200 degrees Celsius. Nobody to call for help. It was fantastic.
What does that mean? Does anyone know what 200 degrees Celsius means?
I think that's like the surface of the sun, right?
Okay. Is that hot?
It's very hot.
Yeah.
And I couldn't call for help because I called the night manager at the hotel, didn't speak any English. And it's a long story, but we were at the third resort. I got there, I went to a hotel, unhappy with the hotel, moved to another hotel, unhappy with the hotel, moved to the third.
Como se dice, spoiled douchebag.
Yeah, I was.
He was filming a movie
in Guatemala. I finally decided to call for help and call production, because I'm one of those people that's like, I don't like to complain. I would rather like have people go, wow, that guy's really tough. He didn't complain and he was really struggling. Then I would want to be the person to complain. But I called for help and I started to like throw up a bunch of blood.
It's so alpha.
It was so alpha. I was throwing up blood and I was like, well, time to throw in the towel. And because you're also not allowed to drink the water there. You're not supposed to drink the water there. So I'm like,
clearly you did.
So dehydrated. Yeah, I did.
You gotta laugh. The little life advice for people who want to work with Joey: don't tell him not to do something because he's gonna do it. Don't drink this cup of salmonella. Don't mind if I do. I'll have another. Thank you so much.
I get driven to this little hospital, and I am sitting there. They hook me up to an IV. Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, this is gross. So this
part's gonna be gross.
Forewarning.
You've already told me you're diarrheaing out of your mouth. You're coughing up blood.
So I go to this place. They tell me I understand a lot more Spanish than I can speak, but I still understand muy poquito.
But then they also think that you're a local.
Yeah.
They see your face.
They see my mustache.
Oh, he grew up here. He's a fifth generation.
Yeah.
He's a Spanish teacher probably.
I feel like that's what I want more than anything, is to have Guatemalans look at me and go, that's a Guatemalan. That's what I want so bad.
Yeah.
I just want to feel like I hate feeling like a dirty American. I just apologize for being an American. Like, I'm sorry what we did to you guys. Because we did destabilize most of the governments in Central America.
I didn't do it.
We didn't do it, but our tax dollars did.
I don't pay taxes. Have you seen my bank account?
Yeah, that's true. The government doesn't think you exist.
Me and Wesley Snipes, we don't pay taxes.
Yeah?
Different reasons. Yeah.
But I get to this hospital. They couldn't find a vein because I was so dehydrated. So they like kept trying to find a vein. I have to take a stool sample, and I can't. It's more akin to I wouldn't even say Mentos and Diet Coke. I would say more like, have you ever gotten air bubbles in a water gun before? And you're like, it should be like a stream, but it's like, and you're like, I didn't get the air out first. That's what it was like. It was like air in a water gun. And then she hands me a Dixie cup.
I stopped listening. I'm going to faint if I keep listening, so I'm just going to keep.
This is fun.
Like, say my name when he's done.
She hands me a Dixie cup, and she says in Spanish, "For your stool sample." And I go, how?
Pour tu caca.
See, I should have had you there. Por tu caca, señorita. And she literally goes like this.
For your caca.
She goes,
You're like, would you like to give me a stool sample too, miss?
Okay, so long story short, it's like trying to thread a needle with a rope, dude. It's like trying to hit a sniper shot with a shotgun. It was too much. And I also don't know, we can probably Google Translate this too. I don't know how to tell the nice nurse, excuse me, I got some in the cup. I also got a lot everywhere else. And I got it on the side. Sorry, welcome. First show, interns. I got it on the side of, because all this happened and it was like on my, it was on my hand, it was on the wall, it was everywhere. And then there's no toilet paper in this in the bathroom. I think because Guatemalan people are average about 4'5", the wall is like cutting my knees. I have no room for error. And I have to tell this nurse that where I'm out of toilet paper. She hands me a roll of toilet paper, and I'm trying to say like, I can't take it. And I take it with my poopy hands. I get poo all over the side of the toilet paper. I have to Google Translate, tell this lady, you need to burn the entire roll of toilet paper or you're going to get all these people infected.
You're going to pass along salmonella.
I get my stool sample in. The doctor comes in and he goes, a salmonella mucho. That is all I heard.
You have someone with you from your job that's like looking out for you?
I did. Her name was Amanda, and I bought her a bottle of really nice rum afterwards. This is a Capa rum, which is like a Guatemalan rum. I bought her a really nice bottle because she had to translate. He pooed, ay Dios mío, everywhere. And I felt
like, ay caramba.
It's humiliating, dude.
Mucho caca.
Oh, it was awful.
Is it caca? Anyone speak Spanish? Caca, sí.
And then I spent they wanted me to spend the night at the hotel. Caca por todos lados. Caca por todos lados. Ah, sí.
Yeah.
Gringo. Poo everywhere.
Yeah.
But I finished. I got an IV that was giving me, I was incredibly dehydrated. They wanted to keep me overnight, but production didn't want to keep me overnight, so they agreed to keep me for 12 hours. And I stayed in a room. It was the only room in Guatemala with an air conditioning, so that was nice, but the TV didn't work. And I was just on morphine making small talk with the crew who's like dealing with the cast lunch orders. And I'm just like, that's cool. Do you think I'm gonna die?
Did you feel like it was like a class? Did you feel like you were at the like UCLA of Guatemala?
Maybe in comparison, I did feel safe.
Was the doctor Jewish? You felt safe?
Yeah,
like,
he was not Jewish. He was Guatemalan.
Like Goldberg. I'm like, I'm gonna be okay.
I felt very safe. That's what everybody was asking me. They're like, did you feel safe? But I didn't like second guess their abilities at all. Even when they were like trying to find a vein and couldn't find a vein, I was like, it's probably just because my skin's lighter than what they're used to.
Can I tell you what a good friend I am? Because I texted you and you were like, you sent me a picture of you in the hospital bed. And you were like, I got salmonella. And then the next day I was like, hey, are you doing okay, buddy? And then you didn't get back to me. And I was like, all right.
He's gone.
I see, like, on a scale of Richie, on a scale of 1 to 10, like I checked in to see if he was okay, but he didn't get back to me. He could have been dead, but I did my part, right?
You did your part.
He should have said, hey, I'm dead. And then I could have been sad, but he didn't let me know he's dead. I feel like he's not dead if he didn't tell me.
Yeah.
That's on him for not responding.
Thank you, Richie.
You should have gotten a call from the Guatemalan police. You're my emergency contact.
Am I?
But the next day, I got all these antibiotics. I wanted to take nothing more than a hot shower, and my hot water in my room wasn't working. But you know, I want to keep a sunny disposition. That's my goal. I'm a happy, fun. It's an experience. Like it's what you do. Yeah. You go to Japan. You go to Kyoto. You go to Guatemala. You check out the hospital digs.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it was fun. The next day.
Beautiful.
Look at me. Look at that weird zipper boner that gave me. I don't know how to translate that into Spanish either, but like, no boner, zipper, not boner. I don't think I was hydrated enough to even get a boner. But then I don't know if it's in the same thing, but the first picture in this stream is me in a waterfall, which I did the next day because I had a new lease on life. And I wanted to know exactly what it felt like for the bugs in the toilet of my hotel room the night before. And that's what it was like, sitting under a waterfall.
So this is wow. Wow. So if anyone's wondering if they should go to Guatemala, I feel like we really sold it.
Honestly, I love it. Like I met amazing people. I made like lifelong friends. I had incredible experiences. It's a beautiful place. Yeah. It is destabilized by us, and I feel bad about that.
Stop bringing me in. Don't say us.
We did this.
I did not do this.
We did this to them.
What is salmonella?
Salmonella is just a bacteria that lives on raw meat.
And iguanas.
Iguanas?
Isn't it like on the tongue of iguanas?
Is it?
Right?
I don't know.
Richie.
You don't know what it is, but you know that it's on the tongue of iguanas?
Yeah, does it know don't iguanas give you salmonella?
The bacteria salmonella is named after Daniel Salmonella. Daniel Elmer Salmon.
Look up, do iguanas give you salmonella? I like being right.
It's a new outbreak in shrimp, though. Apparently, I was told. It's like usually it's chicken or water that they wash the stuff with. But
yes, iguanas can carry salmonella in their intestines. That's why you don't lick the tongue of an iguana.
I won't do that again.
Do you want to apologize to Betty, by the way?
She started it. I basically gave her a reciprocal. I gave her a mouth to do whatever she wanted with.
Can I tell you what I can't?
That was free use. What?
When you get canceled, when people get canceled, people like to add on to it. They go, "Oh yeah, they
he also has bestiality."
He licked my 4-year-old. Is what I want to say. Licked the mouth of my 4-year-old.
Oh, I didn't stop your 4-year-old when your 4-year-old licked my mouth.
She didn't want to lick inside your mouth. She wanted to lick your cheek.
Yeah,
and then you stick out your tongue
from the inside. But yeah, I got salmonella in Guatemala. It was everything about Guatemala, salmonella included, I love. After that, I went on a hike in this nature reserve. Yeah. I saw coatis, which are like they're related to the raccoon, but they're like an endangered species in Central America. I saw a bunch of those. I saw some spider monkeys.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Listen, you're lucky or not lucky.
Aren't they adorable?
Yeah, but you wish you could lick inside that guy's mouth.
Honestly, dude, I would I'm like what Ash Ketchum is to Pokemon, except I don't catch them. I just lick the inside of their mouths once. And I have a Pokedex full of every kind of animal you can imagine.
Who's Ash Ketchum?
Ash Ketchum Pokemon?
Is the character name Ash Ketchum?
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all is from Ketchum?
Well, it's gotta catch them all. His last name is Ketchum. It's Ketchum. Right, John? Yeah. Just gonna assume you know Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's it got it big a couple years after my time.
It's also Pokemon. I was the Nintendo spokesperson for 4 years, so I know exactly how it's Pokemon. That's true. I never knew about this Ketchum. Really? Ash
Were you
Ketchum.
Nintendo spokesperson?
I was, yeah. I hosted the Nintendo Bragg report. They don't do ads, but I was like the spokesperson for their ads for like Disney and stuff.
Did they pay you?
No, it was out of the goodness of my heart. Yeah, they fucking paid me, dude. It's Mario money.
So did they give you like a free Switch?
Yeah. I was giving Switches out like Santa Claus. It was the best.
How many Switches did you get?
I think I got like 2 or 3. I gave one to like my brother, and I would just be able to go in and be like, I need another one. Re-up me.
Did you ever get access to I have friends who this is like before people got famous. There was like I want to say Puma or Skechers store that if you're celebrity adjacent, you have access to a store where you can just grab anything you want. Did you ever get that?
Really? I mean, I got that for Nintendo, but nothing cool. Also, when I signed with Levity Management and when I was 12 or 13, they were repping Jeff Dunham. So grab any of the puppets you want.
Yeah. Look at you.
Look at me go.
Good for you, pal.
I also want to tell a story that happened in Guatemala that didn't happen to me directly, but I'm going to lie and say I was a part of it. So there's a coffee shop called Rise's Coffee Shop, R-A-I-Z. And outside this coffee shop, there's a dog that the rest of the cast insists is a puppy. But if you know dogs, you look at this dog, and that is a very cute dog, but that is a full-grown 7 or 8 year old dog. And I wasn't there for this in real life. I wasn't in Guatemala yet. This is right as I get there. You're trying to find the coffee shop. They find this dog outside this coffee shop. They're like, this is a puppy. we're going to save this dog, which is apparently a tale as old as time with American travelers, or I guess any kind of white travelers to Guatemala, because they're like dogs outnumber people there. They're dogs on the street everywhere, and they're puppies, and it's the cutest thing. And honestly, if I would have found a puppy, I would have tried to take him home. So they find this dog.
But it's not sad though. You're not like these poor puppies.
No, they're chilling. They're living their lives. Yeah, I mean, they have fleas and they're dirty, and some
Vicious?
are. No, they're sweet.
Oh.
There's a dog asleep at the club. Anyway, they found this dog. They were like, this dog's a puppy. They took it to a vet. They were like, how do we get this dog to America? How do we take this dog to America? And they're like, well, you got to get it these shots. You got to stay in Guatemala past the time you were going to leave. It's about $800. You got to like get a dog visa, or you have to marry the dog for at least 90 days. And that's a joke, guys. Laugh. And superior.
It's hard to tell that you're joking when you just molested my child.
That's true. I'm going to drop her off in Guatemala, dude. So they find this dog. They take it to the vet. They spend so much money on this dog. The vet said, they were like, but we can't go through with, like, it's just too much rigmarole to take this dog back. And the vet was like, we could put the dog down. And this poor dog, they didn't put it down. They ended up just driving this dog in a van, dropping it off at the coffee shop and peeling out and leaving that dog. But there was a chance that this dog was just chilling at a coffee shop, just hanging out, laying on the street, and a group of white people are like, we have to save this dog. And then they were like, the best thing we can do for this dog is kill it. This poor dog was just like a regular Tuesday for him, and all of a sudden, and his friends, nobody's gonna believe him. They took him to the vet. They like shoved anti-parasite medicine up his butt. It's exactly what Americans or what people say when they get abducted by aliens. This dog had never seen fluorescent lights in his whole life. And then he gets picked up, put in the back of a Hyundai, taken to a vet, fluorescent lights, something shoved up his butt, and then he gets dropped off right where he got picked up. And none of his little Labrador friends believe him.
That's insane.
Isn't that so crazy?
That's such like an American thing to have happen. I tried to rescue the dog. We ended up killing it.
Yeah. I couldn't rescue, so I had to put it down.
We tried though, you know?
That poor dog's just like living his life.
I was like, I don't know anything different. I think life is great. This is all I know.
Yeah, he doesn't speak English, so he has no idea what they're saying to him. Yeah. Oh, what a time.
Can I tell you, have you ever tried rescuing a dog in America?
I mean, my family has, but I haven't rescued a dog.
I'm 0 for 2 for seeing a stray dog and being like, oh, but puppy. Oh, can I? One was over by UCB on Franklin. This cute little dog with a name tag. So it has a name tag. You're like, oh, it belongs somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, little boy, you need a family? And then it's like, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Papa.
Betty, that was before you, Betty.
I think it's really funny that these people go to another country. They see a dog sleeping on the street and they're like, we have to do something. We have to save this dog. I can't imagine something so pure living on the street. And they come back to America and they're like, will somebody tell this dirty man to get out of my walkway? Like, it's such a double standard.
I mean, that is you're making a very thoughtful point.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people say about people is like, everyone's so concerned about what's going on in the world and all these different places, which is so true. Look down the street.
Yeah.
Go to Bakersfield. There's puppies everywhere that need. Every rescue animal's from Bakersfield for some reason.
Yeah.
There's just like acres of dogs, or they're homeless.
Yeah. So next time you're going to pick up your grandma meth from Bakersfield, grab a dog.
Grab a dog.
Also, imagine how many unhoused people would be helped if they were cuter. Isn't that so sad? If they were fuzzy and you could sleep with them and you weren't worried about what they were going to do to you in your sleep, we would help them. That's so sad. So sad.
So if you saw like some hot homeless babes, you'd like do more for them?
Probably.
Okay.
No. If I saw some cute homeless kids.
Cute children.
Yeah. Get in my car, guys. We're going. I'm taking you home.
Here's a lollipop. Get in my van, guys.
Get in my van, guys. What are you doing? Sometimes, you know, when you see people that are unhoused that are busking.
I love that you're using like the proper term.
Yeah.
Saying the most offensive things.
This isn't offensive. We love them. They're not listening. But
sometimes they got cell phones now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think.
Got an iPhone 15 over here.
They do have cell phones and a lot of time on their hands, so maybe they are listening. But I can't remember where I was going with this. Abandoned bit.
It's for the best.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
For the best.
Okay, I have one more Guatemala story before. This is the whole show. Okay. Guatemala episode 1.
Ay, Dios mío.
I got a massage while I was in Guatemala at this resort. And I get really anxious about pretty much, I'm anxious right now. I get anxious about pretty much everything. My palms are very sweaty right now.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yeah, there's Betty's vomit on my sweater already. Okay, come on. Cut it, clip it. Clip it or cut it.
It's one of those.
But I was getting a massage and I was so anxious because I was, nobody speaks English and I'm very bad at Spanish. And I get there and I'm waiting like 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, and the door is locked and I'm waiting outside and I'm like, I don't know if this is something she's doing on purpose, because I was like in the hot tub all day. I was out in the sun. I was relaxed. But then I go to this, she has nothing to do, nothing to work out. And then I go to this massage lady and I'm like, where is she? Am I in the wrong place? Donde está es masseuse? Like, I'm getting all tense. And then that's probably why she does that. She does that on purpose so that she has something to press out.
Oh,
that's my theory.
Out
yeah, it stresses me out.
In case you're not stressed out.
Yeah, because it's easier for her to do her job.
Wow.
Anyway, I got a pretty good massage, but I don't do massages very often. So like the flip over thing was weird. The getting naked thing it's all new to me and it's all being explained to me in another language. And so I'm like laying there with the thing over my eyes thinking like, I think I see too much, or like it's falling off, or, I'm just like not relaxing. And I'm sitting there and she goes into my ear and she goes like, "Para. No idea what she said. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And I don't say I don't know what that means. I just go like, mm-hmm. And then like 3 minutes later, nothing happens. And she goes, "Pararabades." I'm like, okay. And I start to like turn over. She's like, no, done. And we're done. And then I realized that I was like, ended my massage with like I got anxious again.
She was saying, get out of here.
She was saying, get out of here. And then I get up, put my clothes back on, and she's like, cash only? Quetzales only? And I'm like, I gotta go find some. And so I had to run back to the lobby. I had to grab my wallet and all of this. And I was like, I think I got the antithesis of a massage. I went to get relaxed and I went through like a gauntlet of stress.
But did you ask how were you planning on paying for it?
I thought it was like charge it to the room. Everything else I just
in the hotel.
Yeah, everything else I charged to the room.
Do you think she como se dice, took advantage of you? Do you think como se dice, pocketed the money?
I don't think so. I gave her a $10 American tip.
In cash?
In cash.
American cash?
It was like, it was like $40 American for the hour massage.
She took American cash?
Yeah, she does. I mean, it's like, it's at the hotel. So
is it possible she doesn't work there and you just went to a hooker?
Yeah.
It's like, it took your money?
Could be. Very good hooker, though. She's good at her job.
Oh, that's great, buddy.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, thought it was funny, and then you start saying it out loud. I'm like, maybe I'm a bigot.
No, but as long as you say unhoused person within the same sentence, you can say anything offensive.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's true.
I'm better than you, Taylor.
Well, let me ask you this, though.
Uh-huh.
You know that game, they go kill, fuck, marry?
I do.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know this.
Which one are you?
Yeah, okay. What? I saw you wrote this in this is we were like coming up with segments. We're like, we're gonna do an episode on like dating, on bad dates.
Isn't that a great segment?
What does that mean?
Kill, fuck, or marry?
What does that mean?
General.
Do I want to kill myself, get married, or have sex?
No, I mean, if you want to talk about that, I'm just saying, as people, if they're looking at you, do they want to kill you, fuck you, or marry you?
I think honestly, in real life, I think it's marry me. I have a problem, a really big, and this is my superiority problem. But everyone falls in love with me so fast. John Sivak, I fell in love with me pretty fast. I had the opposite issue when I was going through my hoe phase that my friend was having. He like couldn't get second dates and he wouldn't get response. And I was like,
yeah,
I've got too many suitors. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Cool, handsome.
Ask me.
I got a meat hog between my legs. Ask you what? Whether you're fuck, marry, or kill?
You don't have...
Okay, Taylor. Yeah, let's go. Are you kill, fuck, or marry?
Fuck.
Care to elaborate?
Just honestly, from my experience. I've been alive longer than you.
Yeah.
It's really hard. They just like... They want to fuck me so bad.
Yeah. You give off big, has a bunch of sex energy.
It's hard. And like, it's... Actually difficult. I'm not trying to make a joke here.
Yeah.
I don't want to get people confused. But I think like people are just they want to use me, and then they're like, I don't see a long-term relationship with this guy, but I just want inside me.
Classic, dude.
It's frustrating.
You and John Hamm.
I have not talked to John Hamm about this. Does he have a similar
He has the
experience?
exact same experience. He calls it being Taylor Williamson.
No, I think they want to kill me.
Yeah.
Do you do fuck, marry, kill for John, myself, and Richie?
Ooh, John Sivak, Richie. Fuck, marry, kill.
Wait. Kill, fuck, marry. We're doing to the three of them?
We're doing to the three of them. I got my answer real fast. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of Richie. This is not sexual harassment because it was you guys asked me to, but now when I say it out loud, I'm worried that this is gonna be our last episode. I would marry Sivak and I would murder John Na so hard.
Wow.
I'd strangle the life out of you, baby.
Wow. I feel
Not if I kill you first. I'll kill you right now, dude.
this is not a healthy game. This is not what I was looking for when they're playing this game.
Fuck, marry, kill. John, Richie, John.
Can I just have Richie be all of them?
Yeah.
Can I just fuck Mary and then kill him?
Richie is 16 years old, Taylor.
Then can I just kill him? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can kill. Is it more socially acceptable to kill a kid?
I think so, honestly.
I think so too. Hey, I didn't fuck him.
Yeah.
I killed him.
And it's not appropriate to marry them. And I mean, even though it's the confusing thing about these times is there's some states where it is legal but still frowned upon.
Yeah.
I think just killing him versus, have you met a guy who was like, hey, listen, I just got out of jail. You were hiring. Take this seriously. You have a new job, right? You have a business where you hire formerly incarcerated Americans, whatever the woke term is for these people. They deserve a second chance, right?
Of course.
They serve their time.
Yeah.
You have two people you can hire. What's this business? What do you do at this business?
I'm a carpenter.
You're a carpenter.
Yeah.
A little stereotypical that you're like, yeah, they're all criminals. Well, although, let's be honest, have you ever like ordered furniture and then you see the people who are like carrying your furniture inside your house? You're like, these people have been in prison.
There's every teardrop for every successful bookshelf you've made.
Something happened and I'm very grateful for all of them. So these two, you're down to two. You have two people who are applying for their job, right? One of them, you background check, right?
Yeah.
One of them, it's like, hey, I met this kid, Richie, 16. I'm from Alabama. It's legal there. I fucked him. It's legal.
Why is he in prison?
No. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's not legal to kill still.
Oh, he killed.
Let me get to the point.
Spousal murder. Okay.
He didn't. You're right. He didn't murder the corpse. He did it in the proper order. He married him. He made a decent man out of him. And then he made love on the wedding night. And then he killed him the next day.
Yeah.
Right? That's better than, or is that better than the other potential employee?
Yeah, explain the other one.
Another guy's like, yeah, I met Richie. I just fucking killed him.
I think I'd rather hire the guy that killed Richie as opposed to like mentally manipulated this poor kid and then killed him.
No, it was true love though.
It doesn't seem like
love.
it. Yeah.
It was true love.
I guess there are some true loves that end in murder. Romeo and Juliet.
Look at you, see?
O.J. Simpson and Nicole.
Crimes of passion get less time in prison. Is that true, Richie?
It's definitely true. Also, personally, I think I'd rather be fucked than killed, or at least fucked first and then killed.
Wow.
By Joey?
Okay, yeah, let's do
either.
Let's do the opposite, guys. Who would you rather fuck? Me or Taylor?
This game is toxic. Let's move on, please.
Yeah, this is...
Threesome?
Yeah.
Jeez, what a gentleman.
Wow. Hey, we got our first sponsor, Grindr. Nice. Grindr.
Can I tell you what I was thinking about recently? Is one time I did this show in Palm Springs at this, what do you call it? I don't know, at a casino, you know? Used to be called a different kind of casino. I don't know what you call it. Now you just call it a casino, I guess. You know what I'm talking about?
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Would you say a First Nations casino?
You're in Canada. You can say a Native American casino.
Could you?
Probably.
I don't know what they want to call it. I went to a casino.
Indigenous casino.
An indigenous? That sounds weird, doesn't it? Sound like I'm not invited. Maybe.
Yeah. The Washington Commanders Casino.
Washington football team casino.
Yeah.
Similar joke.
Same joke. Worse, but same joke.
Same joke.
Same joke and after and a little delayed, but good.
But this guy, the crowd didn't like me, which is very surprising. This is many years ago, but before I was 27, everyone thought I was gay all the time. That's the point of this.
Yeah, same.
But like,
yeah, same.
Like
relatable.
That's all I got. But this guy comes up to me like being very sweet. He's like, "Hey man, you know why the crowd didn't like you?" I'm like, why is that? Because they're all homophobic. I was like, what? Whoa, what?
I fuck pussies.
But like I even had a bit in my act about how people think I'm gay. And I told a joke about it. And I was like, and I'm being polite. I'm like, hey buddy, like, I don't know if you saw like my act. I talk about people think I'm gay, and then I talk about dating girls. He's like, and he goes, come on, pal, you stand on stage like you're a Tinkerbell. And I was like, oh, I see what you say. And then this gentleman, my one fan in this crowd, he goes, hey, you wanna come upstairs with me and my husband? And I'm like, wait, what? I don't understand. I think you miss. He's like, come on. But I appreciate about like a creepy guy is like they just go, you're not, yeah, you're not gay and whatever. Come on, but you said no 3 times, but come on,
Yeah,
but come on.
They know what's real, what you're hiding.
But
They know what's underneath.
Yeah. But come upstairs with me and my husband. It's okay, we're married.
Yeah, it's respectable.
Yeah. Anyway,
They also love to have sex with straight dudes.
they're a big.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I know a really successful gay comedian. And the story I hear about him is that he likes to have sex with straight dudes, and this is what he does. He goes, and he hangs out with a bunch of straight dudes all the time. And like the straight dude, he'll be like, "Hey man, can I blow you?" You know? And the straight guy's like, "Come on, bro, come on, whatever," you know? And he's like, "I'll give you $500, you know?" And he's like, "You're crazy, dude. Come on, let's just watch the football game. You're crazy." You know? then it's like, "I'll give you $1,000." Like, bro, like. You blow me and I don't do anything? Just stop it. Come on. I'll give you $10,000. And it's like, wait, I just have to stand there?
Yeah. Do I have to look at you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I do it for less.
Yeah.
One time, the first time I ever got punched was my friend. I was gonna say his full name. He's got a really fascinating full name, but he also is the kind of guy that I was like, he's gonna come back with a gun. But his full name is, we'll bleep this out. His full name is... That's a fucking name, dude. That's the name of somebody on the FBI's most wanted list. He goes up to me one day at lunch and he goes, Joey, I have a question for you. Is it gay if you get your dick sucked by another guy, even though it's like you're not doing anything? And I go, honestly, man, like there's nothing wrong with it and it's totally okay. But I do think that it probably means that like, you know, you're a little bit closer to that side of the spectrum than someone that identifies as straight. You're fucking gay. You're fucking. And then he started punching me a bunch of times. Yeah, but lucky for me, he was gayish, so they didn't really hurt. Weak wrists.
It's not a hate crime if it's in the family, right?
Yeah, no, it's not a hate crime if the gay guy's doing it to me.
Right.
That's repercussions or reciprocity.
Can I tell you what time I got punched? One.
Oh yeah.
One time I went on a date with this girl. I think it was a 3rd date, right? We already hung out a couple times, you know.
Nice.
And then I don't know her that well. New person in my life, you know, barely know her. And it was Halloween Saturday. Oh, so I did a show, came from the Comedy Store. This is when I lived in Hollywood. And it was like 2 a.m. That's when I met up with her, like after last call. Bars are closed, right?
Yeah, cool.
So she's like, meet me up here. So I'm going to meet up with her. And it's like blocks from my house. And she was dressed like, everyone's like a slutty something, you know?
Nice.
But that's an outfit. You know, and then she was just the two hipster guys, not dressed like maybe they're I don't know, dressed as hipsters, but I don't know. Anyway, so I meet up with her and her friends for like 3 minutes, and then walking by us, I'm like, "Hello, nice to meet you. Whatever. Can't wait to get away from you two. Just want to hang out with her. I don't want
to hang out with Sexy Grimace over here.
Yeah, I don't need this." So then walking by is a lady also dressed slutty, nurse, whatever. That's the theme. You know, this is like 13 years ago. Okay. And then 2 guys
dressed... So the dynamics were different back then.
No, but I'm just saying that this is not like this week, you know?
Okay.
I wasn't celebrating Halloween this week. And this is the Halloween episode. This is not the Guatemala episode. This is the Halloween episode. So another slutty dressed person, lady with 2 guys dressed like Super Mario. So this girl who I came to meet up with, minutes into our hang, goes, "Those are slutty shoes." To the other one. She like starts a fight with the other one. So then the other 2 dudes, they go, "What did you just say?" What'd she just say? And so her two dudes, and then these are Super Mario dudes, they start bumping chests with each other. And I'm standing there like, what is happening? But then they go, what? Just a lot of hypothetical questions, rhetorical questions, rhetorical questions with no answers.
Machismo guys love rhetorical, repetitive questions before a fight.
I was just like, how do you people even know to act like this? Like, is it in our nature? They watch movies to like, how about we just be rational and go, hey man, apologies on behalf of our side of the hipsters and the lady and the weird Jewish guy who's not dressed up, who doesn't know what he's doing here.
Yeah, a little Tinkerbell over here.
We apologize. It was like, what? Chest bumping. And then they would separate. And then, the girls got in front of them. That's what happened too. The woman, stop it, come on,
Yeah, classic.
And then they would separate. And I'm like, this is fine. But then the guy on my side, not my team, by the way, I just got there. He goes, yeah, fuck you, buddy. And they come back together. I swear they did that 3 times. They got as far down the street and they came back with like a little, fuck you, buddy. Like, and then finally, one of the guys pushes the other guy, and then the girl falls on the floor, and she's hurt.
Your girl, the girl,
not my girl, but the girl I came to make love to. And all I'm thinking is I just want to make love with her. That's all I want here. I don't need any of this. I don't need to find out. The worst thing is can I tell you, like, you're a young guy dating. The worst thing is to find out that someone's terrible. Let me like make love to her a few times before finding out that she's racist or like she's really dumb or something. I don't want to know. She's very pretty. I just want to like make love to her.
Wow.
I want to find out that she's a monster.
This is the most alpha thing you've ever said.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me too much information is not good. I got too much information from this thing. So I'm not. I didn't even drink it this time. This is like I can't be like, well, I'm gonna drink. No. I have too much integrity.
Wow.
I can't know. So she got hurt. So then I did the thing that this is what you do when you're a nice guy with a bunch of drunk people. You're rational. And I go up to the guy and go, hey man, girl got hurt. What are we doing here, Come on, the girl got hurt. And he was really thoughtful. He punched me in the head.
Punched you in the head?
In the head. He punched me he punched me.
In the side of the head, like here?
Yeah, it hurt. I'm in pain.
Damn, did you go down?
I didn't go down.
Good.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Is that alpha?
That's pretty alpha.
Yeah, I didn't punch back though.
You just cried standing up?
I didn't cry. I went, ow!
Gee willikers, mister!
Listen, pal, you better not do that again because I'm not going to do anything. But you know what I did? You know what I did?
What?
Guess what I did?
What?
I called 911.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. A stranger in the street of Hollywood punches me. You know what I do? I go, hello, 911. I got punched by a stranger. They're like, what is he? And then they went off, by the way, after they punched me. And they're like, what did they look like? Well, he's dressed like an Armenian hairy Super Mario brother. And they're like, are you hurt? And I go, yes. And they're like, do you need medical attention? I go, I don't think so. And then they go, well, we're going to take a couple hours and we don't think we're going to find them. And I'm like, thank you, LAPD, for protecting us and keeping us safe. And then the best part of this, though, is the girl, she was like, so I'll come back. I'm going to stay with you tonight. And I was just like, no.
I was just demasculated by my childhood hero.
I got assaulted by Mario. I was just like, it's not happening. She got mad at me.
It's funny in my head now when I think about this story. The 2 hipster guys were dressed as Wario and Waluigi.
Hipster guys were just like dressed like hipster. By the way, but in defense, I can't believe I'm having. This is years later. I have empathy. I have como se dice, your hindsight.
Yeah.
Like I am like, this guy's like, of course, that guy's on the hipster team. He's not dressed like a hairy Armenian Super Mario brother. He's on the hip. If you look at me like hipster, or right today I'm dressed up like a director about to film a scene.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, I look kind of like I could be in the. What do I look like today? Be careful.
Yeah. I'm not allowed.
Oh my God, that's him. Richie, how did you find this? Did you look up the police report?
I looked at the police report.
Oh
wow.
my God, that's literally him.
Came right up.
Right before he hit you, he said, "Why I oughta."
But isn't that hilarious that she wanted to like? Tell me like you.
I mean, you did stand up. You did like.
I stood up for the lady, very alpha.
Yeah.
And then you know who I stood up for after that? Myself.
Good.
And I go, this goes against my integrity. And
actually, I'm holding back tears, and there's a lump in my throat, and I'm gonna walk away before it happens in front of you.
There's a lump in my throat. There's a lump on my head.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been out there. I've been in the street.
Good for you. We were gonna trade back our. I have a story that's kind of similar. Not Halloween, but I went out with this girl that she was awesome, really cool. Also, that's the first thing she asked me on the date. I took her to the Star Wars cantina, which is like, in hindsight, that's showing my hand a little quick. But she comes to the booth and she goes, "Joey, good to see you. What's your go-to porn category?" That was her like first question. She goes, "I like to ask that because it breaks the ice." But I'm like thinking fast. I'm trying to be funny, and I'm like blood sweating, nervous. And she goes, "What's your go-to porn category? What's your go-to porn category?" And I go, "Child." And she goes, "That's not funny." And I was like, "I'm just kidding. Why would you ask that?" She's like, "I'd say it so it opens people up."
Joe.
I know, not really. But that same night,
Can we check his phone, please?
yeah, Dawn's fine.
Check his phone.
Don't look at my Discord.
Do you want to give a public service announcement?
Yeah, okay, I'm not. I feel like it goes without saying, but I am not a pedophile. I do not like kids unless they are hot.
Richie, don't. He does this.
They're writing this down. Okay, interns, stop. Interns, enough. Clip it or cut it. So I go out with this girl that asked me the porn category thing. We go to the Star Wars cantina. We get a few of those like trivia question drinks. Then we go to she's like, "I love this like real bar over here, and this one of those places that serves giant margaritas." I drink this giant margarita, and I'm like a lightweight. I don't drink very often, and it doesn't take much. And I'm like that's my problem with drinking, is that I try and keep up with the person I'm with, and I should not do that.
Yeah.
And I got too drunk. Her house was walking distance from the place. We walked back to her house. We were in her like little studio apartment, and I go, "Hey, I really don't want to throw up at your house, so I'm gonna go and we can like rain check this." And she was like, "No, it's fine. Here's some water." And I was like, "I promise you I'm gonna throw up, and I don't want to do that here. It's embarrassing." And she convinced me to stay a little bit. I did end up throwing up in her toilet. I threw up in there. I came out of there. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to go. But let's do this some other time." Like trying to be so alpha, trying to be so cool. Like, "All right, listen, babe, it's just not in the cards for me tonight." I go outside. She's like lives right off Hollywood Boulevard.
What's your address? Let's talk.
Yeah, 816 Horse Street. I sit outside. I don't know, you guys. Firing on all cylinders. The Celsius is making my palms sweaty. But I sit outside her house. I lean up against a palm tree. I order an Uber, and I do like kind of fall asleep a little bit while I'm waiting for this Uber, because, and this is a fun little fact, the Uber that I ordered was currently at my apartment when I ordered it, dropping somebody off at where I was going, came all the way to Hollywood. And it was really interesting to be like, I had a conversation afterwards, and she was like, "I was just here." So I order this Uber. I close my eyes. I am awoken by a sort of snatched feeling of some guy walking by, seeing the phone sitting on top of my chest, grabs my phone. I like awake to that, see this guy, see that I don't have a phone, and I go, "Hey!" And this guy takes off running, like full sprint takes off running. And I do what any cool guy would do. I fucking chase this guy down, full sprint. And I am not kidding. We ran for 1.2 miles. And I know this for a fact because my Uber pickup got there when I had gotten to the end of the road. I chased this guy up these like hills, like behind Hollywood Boulevard. I'm going like, "Hey, slow down, give my phone back, slow down." And he's like full sprint running, and I'm full sprint running. I catch up to this guy, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to fight him. First of all, I'm exhausted. Second of all, I'm like drunk. I made a bunch of phone calls after this, and I have like voice recordings of me sounding. I did sound very like a drunk person trying not to sound drunk sounds like Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent. I was like, "I just had the most amazing experience of my life. I chased a man who stole my phone." And I went up behind him. I put my hand on his shoulder, and I go, "Give me my fucking phone back," or whatever. He throws my phone into a bush, turns around. He is bawling, crying. He is like bawling, crying. He is like younger than me. He is maybe 21, 22. He is bawling, crying. And I was like, "What the fuck, man?" He goes, "I'm so sorry. I just moved here. I don't have anybody. I'm so desperate. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm just hungry." And starts bawling, crying. And then I pull $20 out of my wallet and I give it to the guy.
Jesus Christ.
I got mugged twice. I got mugged when he took my phone, and then his sob story made me feel bad for him, but I gave him $20 for robbing me. And then I jogged back to my Uber pickup and then told that girl at our next date at the, the Oscar Academy Museum. It's like, by the way, that night, I was Batman that night after that.
Is that Batman?
That's kind of Batman. Although Batman would like be following him on the rooftops, but you know.
And then after he gets to the Joker, he's like, you know what, Joker?
Here's $100. It seems like you're really down on your luck.
People watching this, please leave in the comments who you think is more fucking batshit insane, me or Joey. And also, please write in who you would kill, fuck, or murder. Who would rather kill, fuck, or murder.
Out of our 3 producers.
No, just the 2 of us. Forget them. The 2 of us, if you could just meet either one of us. Who?
Yeah, Joey, Taylor, Betty. Kill, fuck, and murder. Okay, so I just want to ask you, Taylor, to wrap things up.
As the caboose.
How alpha were you this week?
I did a real alpha move, and I'm curious how you feel about it, if I did the right thing or not.
Oh.
It was a very confident, bold move, and I do struggle with, I'm in therapy talking about keeping my integrity and dignity while thriving in the world.
Very alpha.
It's very alpha, it's, to talk about your feelings and want to be kind and considerate, but also respect yourself at the same time.
Yeah, RSPECT. Find out what it means to me.
I think you spelled it wrong, by the way.
RESPECT.
That's not what you said, though.
That is absolutely what I said.
Can you rewind it?
RSPECT.
Play it back.
RESPECT.
I think you said RSPCT.
I did not.
What I heard, and people are going to know. And like right now you think that you're right, but I think I'm right. And please, editor, please just make it that I'm right. And I'll give you $20. Thank you.
Okay. Finish your alpha story.
I'll give you the $20 that Joey gave me the time I stole his phone.
Do you want to do a podcast with me, smelly guy?
That's why we're here. I just got to town, bro. Yeah. Last on America's Got Talent a long time ago. Things aren't going well. Can I please just start a podcast with you and lead to success? Please. Anyways. So here's my alpha move of the week is I was at Starbucks. And I ordered just a green iced tea. My trademark move, if anyone ever wants to bring me something, green iced tea, extra ice.
I've done it.
And I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I prefer non-sweetened or light sweetener if I'm really feeling wild. Sometimes I go, give me those 2 pumps of that cane sugar, baby. Yeah, I only say that, by the way. Or if it's a baby.
Okay.
And So then I got to the drive-through window. I like going inside these places, I do the drive-through. And then they go to me. Very stressful. The person in front of you paid it forward.
Oh.
Would you like to pay it forward for the people behind you? Knowing me, how do you think this? What do you think
Did you say no?
But knowing me, what do you think my feelings were inside before I gave an answer?
I think your feelings are, I want to get a free drink without having to buy the next person something. But it's also the right thing to do is to then pay it forward.
But no, I can tell you, I had rage because I don't like being put into this position. And 2, they got more shit than I did. They got a little muffin. They got a few drinks. I came here to spend $5 for iced tea, which is already too much.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving spending $27. And also, the person in front of me, they won.
Yeah.
They won. There's no chance that their food was cheaper, their order was cheaper than mine.
The chain's gotta stop.
The chain has to stop.
Yeah.
Someone needs to stop the madness. I think I did the right thing for society. It's like being the president or the mayor or the principals, maybe. Someone's in charge of somewhere. Sometimes you have to make uncomfy decisions for the best of your community.
Yeah.
I did the most alpha thing. And I said to the woman, I would not like to pay it forward. I'm gonna stop this. And she gave me a look of like I'm a Nazi.
I got venti green tea for asshole. That's what she said.
I genuinely think I did the right thing. Because this is nonsense and people are being taken advantage of.
What is this, communist Russia? No way. You pay for yours and yours only.
But do you see where I'm coming from?
What could you have asked to have it skip you and have like?
No, I ended it.
Yeah.
Someone else could start it. They want to go in circles, starting it up again.
Also, the next person behind you, they don't know. As far as they know, it's just a regular old day at Starbucks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's I feel better now.
Yeah, they don't know that happened.
Richie, what do you think?
I agree. Fuck them.
Yes.
But I don't mean fuck them. I mean fuck people. That's not. Don't put me. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Fuck everyone else in this world. That's not what I meant, Richie. Richie, that's not where I'm coming from. I'm saying fuck everyone. I'm saying make love them. Like respect.
Make love.
Make love them. Can we make that a thing?
Make love them.
Can we make that a thing?
Yeah.
Like I said, like fuck you is derogatory, negative, but hey, make love to yourself.
Yeah. Go make love yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a kind thing.
I like that.
I'm like saying to Richie, he's 16, you know.
I was thinking of the same thing. I also think you have something to talk to Larry David about next time you see him. Because that's a very Larry David move.
But it wasn't coming from like an evil place or selfish place, like Richie thinks.
Selfish, maybe. Evil, no.
I don't think so. But selfish is not always bad.
No, it's not.
Like
there's a difference
dating.
between looking out for yourself and being selfish.
But I'm looking out for myself and everyone. Am I going to spend $27 extra?
Yeah.
What would you have done?
Just because some person, I would probably have paid it forward. I would have
for $27?
Yeah, I would have continued
That's insane.
I know.
That's not fair.
But it's all to keep an image in here of who I am in here. That's important. I need to think I'm a good person, even though I know back here that I said a bunch of bad stuff about unhoused people today.
As long as you say unhoused, you can call.
As long as you say unhoused, you can do whatever you want to them.
Yeah.
We didn't like bum fights. Unhoused fights, I'll pay for that.
True. True.
Ask
Richie,
me.
do you know about bum fights?
That's how Richie was found.
No, enlighten me.
No, we don't.
It's exactly what it sounds
Very
like.
sad and weird. The 90s were very weird. The things that we were trained, we thought cops was cool.
Yeah.
We thought bum fights was cool. It's from San Diego too, which is really
You
embarrassing.
thought Rob Dyrdek was cool.
Rob Dyrdek. You know how successful he is?
Yeah.
I think he's very cool, Mr. Dyrdek.
I saw a video of Rob Dyrdek going, I'm not focused on making money for me. I'm focused on making money for my great-grandchildren. And I was like, that's funny. I had to pay for my own Starbucks because the guy in front of me refused to continue the chain of paying it forward.
So would you say that was very alpha of me, though?
That was pretty alpha.
You can say people.
No, it was alpha.
People can write in and let's encourage this. People, please leave a comment and let us know if you feel that was positive alpha or negative alpha. Like we want more interaction.
Rate the alpha.
So on the YouTube comments, please rate how alpha we are and if you would kill, fuck, or marry us if you saw us on the street.
Yeah.
If we were unhoused.
Ask me how alpha I was this week.
I think that's the show, actually. Thank you, everybody, for...
Damn. I got one real quick.
How alpha were you this week?
I was pretty alpha, but it didn't work out in my favor. And here's
Do you want to rate me, by the way? Should we rate our...
Yeah, that was a good 8 out of 10 alpha.
Okay.
Pretty good alpha move.
Thank you.
It was the only thing that would have made it a 10 out of 10 is if you would have said, no, sweetheart, and then flicked your lit cigarette into the garbage can. Yesterday, I was walking at there was a post on Reddit, R action figures, about how somebody had found, this is a deep cut. Someone had found
with mental disabilities.
Yeah. Clip that or cut it.
Do not.
Somebody had posted.
I'm asking a question.
So it's subreddits. Start with r/
I don't know how this works.
Taylor Williamson.
Hey,
0 subscribers. So anyway, I saw a post on Reddit action figures about someone at the Burbank Empire Center had found that they had gotten a new shipment in. So I went there on my way to Flappers yesterday. I bought an action figure. It is dope. It's in my backpack right now. But I also met Bobby Moynihan, and he was like, "What'd you get?" I was like, "First appearance of Batman." He's like, "You deserve it. You're performing at Flappers tonight. You deserve it."
If we just want to say side note, if we're doing a quick side notes, can we get a bell? Can we get a bell every time Joey says poop or diarrhea or Flappers comedy? I think these are the most passionate things in his life, and I'm happy for you.
So I'm leaving Target, and there's a woman in a parked car, and then a guy. I watch him pull up and she's in like a very nice SUV, and he's in like a beat 'em up car. Pulls in like this, like points towards her, and starts blasting "You'll Be Back" by Jonathan Groff from the Hamilton soundtrack. Beautiful song. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. Come on, guys. You'll be back. Okay, you guys suck balls. Anyway, he did this to her, and all I see is him doing this to her. And I see her like, ha, ha, ha. Ha. And I was like, oh, this guy is either like a creepy stalker, or he's like saw a beautiful woman in a car and is trying to be creepy. And I walk up to, like, I'm on the phone, I walk like past this lady's car, and I go, okay, are you okay? And she goes, and then points to him, and he starts laughing, and they're like, oh my God. And they clearly like were friends and knew each other. And then I like pretended like I got a phone call. I was like, oh, okay. And walked away and ran to my car. So that's my alpha of the week, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna say it's not alpha.
Well, two things. You mouth what you're mouthing. Mouth to the camera what you mouth.
I did.
But
Mouth into
do it
my
now.
camera. Are you okay? Are you okay?
They're like, are they asking if we're gay? Do it again. Just mouth it. Don't say it. Are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? Yeah.
I thought it was pretty. I want to be Batman so bad.
Yeah.
That a moment like that happens, and I'm like, this is my moment.
Yeah.
White savior.
Yeah.
But alas, I was just gave two friends something more to laugh about.
I mean, I would call it on a scale of 1 to 10 alpha. I mean, like a 4.
Hey,
You had bravery to do something
Yeah.
unusual.
you gave me a -2 last time.
Yeah,
So
listen.
I'm working my way up, baby doll.
4's not bad.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah.
Hey, almost half. Almost half.
Almost.
Almost half an alpha.
That's not bad.
I think that's our show, big man.
Did we do it?
I think we did it.
Is that a show?
Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you're all subscribed to the 7X's YouTube channel. We come out every Thursday wherever you find your podcasts. If you're subscribing and you're liking and you're commenting, we won't kill ourselves.
I want to plug it.
So keep me alive.
But I want to plug. Don't you have a tour date to plug?
Oh, yes, I do actually. I will be at the Tempe Improv on July 18th, 2 days before my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
And then please check out Taylor Williamson live at the Comedy Store on YouTube. It's my comedy special. I'll be plugging for the next 5 years. And I'll also be in Atlanta, St. Louis, Dayton, Kentucky, Youngstown, Ohio, La Jolla, JCC, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, New Year's Eve.
Wow.
listen.
Back at the...
I'm back, baby.
Nice.
I'm back in Tempe. I'm back in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Look
Brett
at
the
us.
Hitman Hart, if you want to come out. But please, you guys, please tell your friends. Please put it on the Betty camera. Please tell your friends about our show, so Betty can keep eating. Really.
Betty can't slow.
Is this where it is?
Yeah, there you go.
Please, everybody, please keep telling everybody about our show. Is this Betty's voice? Mm-hmm. Please keep telling us. I never gave Betty a voice, by the way. I just want to say that. A lot of people give their dogs a voice. I don't do that.
Yeah.
But
I'll do it. Ready?
do you know?
Please, everybody, watch Almost Alpha. Go follow Taylor Williamson on tour. And after all that, I'm gonna give Joey Bragg.
Hey, no, that's not what she said.
Damn it.
That's not what she said.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and or listening, or both.
She didn't say that.